You know, it's so funny because I decided to play this team for the 6th chapter. I don't know why this is. I actually miss playing the Dream Team, and it's funny. I never thought I was gonna miss playing Dream Team because I still remember this. I threw the game away. I threw it in the trash because I hated it that much. I hate the tilt controls. I knew the consequences of me throwing a game away. A game that was back then to be like $30 or $35. But the tilt controls made me so mad that I threw the game away. I took it out and threw it in the trash. Back then, I think I was like 15 years old. But this theme slaps. There were quite a few themes I loved. And I loved the boss battles as well. I really liked the Dream Team. I know that people would not like the final boss fight. I didn't mind any of it. The only thing I hated was the tilt controls, wishing that they turned into normal controls instead. But, of course, they have to celebrate the tilt control method. And, yeah, welcome back for some more of my second dice trial, Chapter 6. Last time, we have defeated Bowser and Bowser Jr., leaving them on low HP, and Bowser joins the team. He is here. Things are going to be so much better. Now, this is what I wanted to show. Cat Dive. No. Starman Fight. Mario finally gets an ultimate move.
And then... yeah, you roll 8 dice, but if it lands on 16 or less, deal double damage. If you get 3 sets of doubles, deal triple damage. Costs FP, but with the cost of not using it again for 3 turns. So yeah, it's not as exciting as Luigi's ultimate move, but it's to keep note that it's only 1. And you're stuck with it for a while. Luigi unlocks a new move. I think. No, he doesn't. Bowser joins the team after Chapter 5. He has 2 basic attacks, and that's all he will be able to use for a while. Slash. Roll 3 dice, then flip a coin. If you get heads, then attack goes through defense and deals double damage. If you get tails, it doesn't go through defense. So, I'm gonna put that down, except for I'm gonna do it here. No, I already did. And then, Shell Shock. Roll 2 dice. If you roll doubles, roll again, and add that damage to it. So, despite the SP, he won't be able to use a special attack for a while.
And then I wanted to show the enemies off as soon as I roll the proper number for it. I'm using a shop token here as well. Whoops. Went on full screen for a moment there. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I'm using a shop token after this enemy battle. Purposefully executed there. For the fact that I placed an enemy space there before the shop space. So now it is like, oh no, that's not us. It's like this now. Mario, Luigi, I'm making Bowser go up front. This is how Bowser works. He takes half damage, but on Nightmare mode, he doesn't. He always takes the normal damage. If anything, I should just make his defense stay, but he takes normal damage instead of double damage. I might do that instead. But, yeah, with a block charm, he is OP with the damage reduction, making him take 25% of the damage. Anyways, with the enemies, with the kind of enemies in Tail, well, yeah. I think I even said it there. No, it doesn't. It is basically that Bowser's defense is... he always has half defense. I think I would have said that on enemies. Oh my word! My mouse is drifting. Okay, so the enemies are Toadie, which is that Magic Koopa-like thing. They must have a grudge or something, because it's not normal for them to be here at the Dark Gateway. You always battle 5 of them, 5 star points and 10 coins each. Shroob, 6 to 8 on 2 dice. Attack 5, and HP is 25, attack is 5, defense is 2. This Dark Gate Way seems to have had the assistance of these aliens to make. Same ray guns, but awakened under the grudge of those who defiled them. You always battle 5 of them. Next, McAwful. The return of those guys from Bowser's Inside Story. HP 30, attack 7, defense is 4. This is what you need to get for them. They're back and primed as ever. This time they only do 2 things. Hit you like a missile or detach their heads, dealing 2 damage to themselves. Flip a coin for that. In order to deal 4 damage along with 7 from the body. So heads you get the missile attack where it deals 7 damage, but if you get tails, then it does. Yeah, this is the same thing too, where at this point there's going to be multiple attacks that enemies use. So yeah, hits you like a missile. You always battle 3 of them, and you get 7 star points and 22 coins each. Mecha Koopa, failed prototype. Doubles on 2 dice, a really bad roll. Invincible, attack 10. There's always 4 of them, and the only way to prevent taking that high of damage is with a block charm. If you don't have one or their attacks do double, then this might be a risky battle, if not the end. Plus, they only give you 1 star point and 1 coin each. If you encounter the Lucky Spaces enemy though, then you'll instead get healed by 5 per attack. So, what I'm gonna do is Mario, I'm using Cat Dive. Luigi, I'm using Tanuki. No, I'm not. I'm not using Tanuki Impact. Instead, I'm going to use. Wait, right, because Mario unlocked an attack, which was an ultimate move, but I didn't want to use it yet. So, I'm going to use Super Jump. And then Bowser, I'm using a basic attack, so... yeah. Cat Dive first. $11. $6. So it's 17. Super Jump. Might aim for the Mecha Koopa in the middle, all depending on what the damage is. It is just short. Not just short. It was just one more than it. Yeah, it was just one more than it needed to be for it to deal double damage. So 11. Tail, so I get recoiled. And then Bowser, I'm gonna do slash. 3 dice. 7. So if I get tails, then I'm aiming for the middle one. Yep. So if it does a quarter damage, it will still deal 2 damage. So tails for Bowser, so 2 damage. So it does 3. 3. This is Luigi. Heads. 3. Tails. My word, I got 3 tails for freaking Bowser in this debut battle. I forgot to heal Luigi up. Oh wait, no I didn't. 43. He took recoil damage. I already forgot that part. So now Mario, I'm going to use. I'm thinking cat dive again. And then Luigi, I'm gonna use super jump again because I love to risk things. If I get 11, I'm dealing with the right one. If I get a really high number, I'm dealing with, you know, it's something. We'll see. I got exactly 10, 2 doubles. If this was Tanuki Impact, I would have screamed. So it does double damage. I'm using it on this one over here. But do I get recoil damage? First I'm gonna do this. Nope, I'm safe. Bowser, I'm using Slash again. I got 11. So if I deal 11 damage, I'm aiming for the right one. If I deal double, I'm aiming for the left one. Good grief. Tails for Bowser again. Tails for Lou. Tails for Lou. And Tails for Mario. 3 tails. Mario, I'm using Iron Jump. So I've already used up every bit of FP for him. Ends up being 17, so I'm aiming for this one. Luigi, I am using Super Jump again. 7. If I got a 3, that would be nice. Nope. 18. Aiming for this guy. Heads, I'm safe. That's actually a good thing. Bowser, I'm using Slash. If I got an insane number and then get double damage, then I don't know. I got 11. So if I get tails, I'm aiming for the right one. Where did that... Oh, okay. Tails. Yep, I'm aiming for the right one. Only one left. Can I not get tails now? Can I get heads finally? Nope, you're gonna give me tails again. Normal attack. Sorry. I'm not gonna do FP either. I'm just gonna use a normal attack for Mario. 7. Luigi, I'm using Thunder. No, I'm not. I'm using Super Jump. Do I get recoil damage? Yep, this time I do. And I was going to use Shell Shock, but now I'm not. I'm going to use Slash instead. $11, so if I get heads, then it's over. But I heavily doubt that anymore. Yep, Tails. I haven't gotten a single heads yet. Well, I have. Only one or two. But this is ridiculous. There's the heads at long freaking last. Normal attack for Mario doesn't even matter. We're done. Okay, why me? Look at this. Look at this ugly roll. Not that it matters none. So now I'm using a shop token. But yeah, that's that. Star points was what again? 5 per. And it was 5 of them. 25 and 50. But it's all dependent on if I roll a number or not. Yeah, I got 4, so using up the shop token.
I think I'm able to buy another lucky token too. Because I think I am on this, 444. And I have 2 left. So yeah, I think I am gonna buy a lucky token as well as the shopping token. Now it's down to 1 again. And then lucky token... I was on the 3rd one, right? Or did I circle on the... I circled this, I think, so I'm unable to buy that. So instead, I'm gonna buy... I think another reroll token, this one. I'm gonna sell some items. And that item I'm going to sell is going to be 1 golden leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15. Yeah, it's 20 still. The golden leaf was sold for how much again in Chapter 6? 55. So now the coins are up to this. And because of that, I'm actually going to buy... Not thinking I will need it, but I'm doing it for the sake of using it anyway.
Alright, exiting from the shop. I only have 1 shop token left, which is good, because I have 1 more chapter left to play. But I might be using a lucky token here. 1. Not gonna use up a break token. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I don't need a lucky token yet. Now let's see if I go to the shop for free or not. Nope, I battle. Oh my word, yeah. Yeah, I bet you can't see that. I got Tails. That means we're battling against an insane lucky boss. 14 defenses 3. This is almost like Brobot, but the difference is that it looks more like a bigger McAwful. Despite its attack, it actually has 3 attacks. Flip 2 coins for that. 2 tails with a result to it dealing 10 damage to everyone. I'm actually gonna put this on my notes. Defense was 3, right? Yes. The ultimate battle against a lucky boss. Let it pump up. I should have used a break token thinking about it. But instead, I'm going to use... Yeah, I should have used it. Gosh darn it. Because dang, this is going to be tough. I'm going to use the Koopa on Mario and Luigi's turn. Well, actually, Mario's turn, I'm using the Koopa using it for Luigi. Luigi, I'm using an attack. Eight. So that's 17. Using that for I'm gonna do that for Luigi. I feel like Mario's gonna be lower. Luigi, I'm using a normal hammer. Even though it's not... Oh, dang it. It's not spiky, I realize. So I'm not doing that. Five. Heads. So that would do 8 damage, but it does 5 damage anyway. Then Bowser's turn, I'm using a Koopa Tea for Mario. Seven, 8. Not even gonna show that this time. Got 15. Now to see what I get for the coin flip. Heads. That's promising. Heads again. That's crazy, actually. Then this is for everyone. Tails. I cannot do a twirl with my left hand. 36. Gotta remember that. I almost said 26 for him. Mario, I'm gonna use... For one thing, this golden leaf is back. And then for the other thing, I'm going to use... This is a tough decision. Let's do Cat Dive. And then for Luigi, I'm using his ultimate move. Bowser, I'm using Slash. This. Remember, it goes through the fence. So I got 16 plus 10, 26. Two pairs of doubles, triple damage. So 10. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay far away from my mic. 10 plus 4 plus 7. 21 times 3, 63. 60. I keep making it topple over. Not trying to, but it just happens. Doesn't count. Would have been Tails, but it doesn't count. It fell on the floor. Tails anyway. So it does 10 damage. Now let's see what it does for an attack. Tails. Heads. So it does. So now I'm flipping a coin. Heads again. So it instead does 4 damage to Bowser. Mario, I'm going to use Cat Dive again. Luigi, I'm using a normal attack jump. And Bowser, I'm using Slash again. 14. Oh my word. Heads, so it does 8 damage. Then Bowser's doing Flash. Of course not. I got Tails. So 8 plus 6, 14 does 11 damage. Heads. Tails. Tails again. Now for Mario, I'm using a mushroom. For Luigi, I am using a flower. No, not flower, Koopa tea. And Bowser, I'm using Slash. Only 10. 12. This might be the time that I use Mario's ultimate move. I haven't gotten a single heads yet with Bowser's Slash. And when I do is not against anyone with defense. Got tails anyway. Heads. Tails. I got tails. I didn't want to say that until now. Mario's ultimate move. I showed it before. And I think I need to see it again. Is... Oh, I didn't even state what it was. So far, I got this. So 2 pairs of doubles, I just need 1 more in order to do triple damage. Instead, I got this. It's not lower than 16. Because that's what I said. Lower than 16, it does double. 3 doubles and I get triple damage. Costs 10 FP, but at the cost of 3 turn reduction. So 12, 12, 3, 27, but reducing it to 24. Luigi is using his ultimate move. I think I reduced it to 9 FP because of the ultimate move. No. I didn't even use anything for Luigi. Because, yeah, this is his 3rd turn, so he's able to use it again. I only have 1 doubles, so I don't think... This is the first time my ultimate move is not very lucky. Because 20 or less, right? Yeah, 12 or less, actually. But I didn't get 12 or less. Instead, I got 6, 12, 18, 20. Bowser, I'm using Slash. $14. I pray to get heads here. Yes! Finally! 28. Up! Counting at its tails. Tails, so it's 10 damage to everyone unless this blocks. And it goes through... Does it go through blocking? It doesn't go through blocking, so it does 5 damage to everyone. Gonna use a Koopa tea for... Mario's turn and using it on Luigi. I'm gonna see what I get first before deciding on the attack. 6, I'm using a reroll token. That's way better. It doesn't even matter on the math. I got the 20 FP back. So I'm gonna use Super Jump. And then Bowser, I'm using Slash. Or I'm gonna use Shell Shock. Because I know you're tired of me using the same old Slash move without showing Shell Shock off. But that's because I don't trust myself getting doubles. Just like I just did. double ones. But that wasn't Bowser's turn. 10. Double. It does double damage. That was Tanuki Impact, my bad. Reset animation. So, 17. Man, it's spinning. Tails, though. If I get doubles here, like a double damage, it's not a 2, that was a 6. Uh, 14. If I get doubles, then I win. I win. Instant level up by double.
I think I might end things off here. I don't know, honestly. But I do know that this was recorded for a very long time. So, it is very likely that I'm ending things off. Ugh. I say all the time when I record so much, I stand up so straight or slouch a little, my back just tenses up a little. So, for one, here, I didn't even use a lucky token unless I did. Oh. I didn't, because I rolled the number that got me to that lucky space, and I battled against that golden mecha. You don't have to battle that again, by the way. Star points goes down to 0, but I leveled up twice, so everyone is now level 10. I think that means that level 10 was the FP plus. So that means that everyone's FP is up by 10. And everyone's HP is now 60. Yes. Super Shroom, Kubati, or Golden Leaf. My choice would be Golden Leaf, because I need more FP recovery items than I do for the other, for the lateral. And then level 10, I'm not choosing the coins this time, I'm choosing the healing item, Max Shroom. So for 1, everyone's HP is now 60. And everyone's SP is now 30. Not that it matters for Bowser, because Bowser can't use a special move yet. And then Max Shroom 2 and Golden Leaf 2. So I might be using up the lucky token just to get myself another Golden Leaf, because FP-wise, we are very low on FP restoring items. That, or I'll use up a break token if I need to. So, that is the update on that. I don't remember. Did I do anything for the item rewards from the Golden Mecha? Let alone, I forgot to do this from Chapter 5. I'm pretty sure that was an item drop. Oh, it's just literally, it is only an Ultra Shroom that you get. 2, 7, 15, 19. Man, I shouldn't have bought so many Ultra Shrooms. I have so many now. And then from the Golden Mecha, for one thing as well, you get 777 coins. So, I'm trying to think. 777, 780 plus 36, 816. And now, the doubles don't really matter. You don't encounter... Oh, wait. Right. If you get doubles, then you instead heal by 20. And you don't battle any enemies. Don't get star points either, it's just that you heal by 20. So it's like a lucky break. And like that silliness. How long did I record for? Yeah, that's a long time. Very much worth stopping the recording then. And then, yeah, literally just... Coins are there. The only thing left was figuring out about the item drop from the Golden Mecha. Nope, no items. It makes sense, really, because I made heads be, but now every time I land on a lucky space, which I am going to use a lucky token for, it would be a free shop. So it doesn't even matter what I flip at that point. We are that much closer to the boss, and as you can see, the boss will be Midbus from Bowser's Inside Story. It's silly because I originally would have wanted to have Midbus be a boss in one of my other dice trials for the grander return scheme. I decided to do it here, and I might do it again on the other dice trial. Just that I gotta update my notes on it because it doesn't make much sense for it. It's gonna be a lot.
Okay, that will be it. See you guys in the next one, which I am actually going to do one more recording where I battle the boss of Chapter 6 and then won't be recording any more of this until the day after tomorrow on my part. Because this was recorded on the 29th of May. Or wasn't. It was 28th of May, but goodness, it's midnight for where I am. So yeah, I know I should stop. Can't help it though. See you guys then. Bye bye.